Yeah, so I want to share with you some of my understandings of Master Li's recent publication on 大剧院 called 为什么有人类, which I translate into why there are human beings. At the very beginning, Master Li basically made a very important statement. Master Li said, this is Chinese New Year. Usually you're supposed to hear some New Year's words, which means Happy New Year, all the greetings, right? Wish you good health and luck and, all that kind of, greetings. That's appropriate for the New Year time. Chinese people at the New Year time, if you say something, it has something to be very joyful. Wish you good luck, wish you have health, wish you have more wealth, something like that. That's a traditional thing during Chinese New Year. And Master Li, during the Chinese New Year, for several years, Master Li always give very wonderful greetings to the whole world people. But this time, Master Li said, although, I supposed to say something that's about the, conforming to the Chinese New Year, good, festive, kind of, this kind of spirit. This is not Master Li's original words. I'm just saying my understanding that Master Li is trying to say that, I'm supposed to say something like greeting and happy. But Master Li says, I see that the danger is approaching mankind step by step. Now this is serious. Okay. I think just by that sentence, I knew that why Master Li recently revealed the truth about the 400 million Chinese people already died during the 3 years of plague in China. Master Li never really say anything about human world matters before. Master Li never make any comments about the human world stuff that's irrelevant to helping the Falun Dafa students to cultivate. This is really the first time suddenly Master Li keep on talking, giving information that's about the human world stuff. You know what I mean? Now why Master Li is talking about human world stuff? This is really about the Master Li now is here doing work to the whole human world. That's what I think. Master Li now is no longer just doing a moral teacher to help a selective group of people who cultivate and call Master Li teacher. Master Li right now is playing a different role now. That's what I know. Master Li now is playing a role that is now sitting in front of the entire mankind. That's what I see. This is a new stage. That's something new happening in the human world, that Master Li is now sitting in front of the whole mankind. Now remember, this article is published in 大剧院, but the sign of the last part of the article, it says, 师 teacher, Li Hongzhi. Master Li said, I come here, to bring some words to the world people. And then Master Li signed the name as Shi. Master Li is a teacher of the whole mankind. That's what I see. Those are very important details. If Master Li is publishing something in 大剧院, that it's a newspaper that's offered to all mankind to see, but Master Li signed the signature as teacher. This is a new stage that has started, and Master Li is a teacher of whole mankind. That's what I see. That's very different from before, okay? I think this is very critically important now. Now, why Master Li is now the teacher and take all mankind as the student? Because Master Li said, I see the danger is approaching mankind step by step. I think Master Li had plans to first train a group of people to be like the assistant teachers. I think the Falun Dafa practitioners are just like the assistant teachers, what is called the messengers of the Creator, right? Assistant teachers, you know. But then when the whole thing is unfolding to the last time, now Master Li in this article talks about what kind of time we're living in next, right? So number one, the message I got is that Master Li now is a teacher for all mankind. Number one. Number two, the reason Master Li wants to now giving teaching to all mankind is because mankind is facing critical danger. The next thing Master Li said, Buddha and the gods they asked me, Buddha and the gods asked me to bring some words to the mankind. Okay. Then you need to ask the question, why the Buddha and the gods don't come here to teach themselves? Why they have to ask Master Li to bring some words to mankind? Don't you have to ask that question? Why? Why the Buddha and the gods cannot talk to mankind anymore? For what reason they cannot talk to mankind anymore? Why only you, Master Li, can talk to mankind and they have to go through you to teach mankind anything? Isn't that a big question? All the spiritual practitioners of those who are waiting for Buddha, waiting for Jesus to come to teach the world, they will definitely need to ask that question. Why they're not coming to see us and teach us? We're waiting for them. Especially the Christians, right? We're waiting for Jesus to come to save us. Why Jesus are not coming back? Why you, Master Li, is saying that the divine asked you to tell us something? Are you saying that Jesus is asking you to tell us something? Are you saying that the Buddha is asking you to tell us something? Why? They're not coming to us. Do you know what I mean? This is big. This is serious. Do you know what I mean? That's what I see. This definitely will stir up some questions and then need answers. You know, why the Buddhas and the gods are not coming to teach us, but Master Li, why you are the one coming to teach us? What happened to them? You know? Okay, then Master Li continued to say that 句句天机, every sentence is heaven's secret. Then you have to ask the question, heaven's secret? Isn't that something we all know? Heaven's secrets are not supposed to be leaked out? Are you leaking out heaven's secrets randomly? Is this going to be okay? Do you know what I mean? This is serious. Again, it has to be very shocking to people who are truly seriously committing on seeking the truth of spirituality, you know. What are you doing, Master Li? Right? But in my heart, do you know when I read this? I know why. As a matter of fact, I know all the answers I just raised. I know why the Buddha and gods are not going to be able to teach it. I know why Master Li is the only one going to be the teacher for the whole mankind. And I know why Master Li can talk about heaven's secret. I know the answer. But I think a lot of people don't know the answer. And I will be willing to be here to answer those questions. I'm more than ready to answer those questions. Okay. So next, Master Li says, 句句天机, every sentence is heaven's secret. The purpose is to allow the world people know the truth so that they can be saved. The danger is coming to the mankind step by step. It's an emergency. I am asked by gods and Buddha to speak some words that the divine wants to talk to you guys about. every sentence of mine is all heaven's secret for the very purpose of letting you guys know the truth so that you can be saved. That's basically what I understand of the first paragraph. Okay. Then immediately after that, Master Li raised the question, 为什么有人类? Why there are human beings? Then Master Li delivered the fundamental truth about the universe. What is that truth? The universe goes through 4 stages. Formation, stasis, decay, and extinction. 成住坏灭. Sometimes also translated into formation, stasis, degeneration, and destruction. But when I did the Google Translate, this time the Google Translate gave me that 4 words. Formation, stasis, decay, and extinction. I found the decay and extinction to be better translation of the degeneration and destruction. Because destruction basically it means ruined, but extinction means disappear. Totally gone. I think that's much more appropriate at this point according to Master Li's teaching. It's called extinction. Means totally disappear to nothingness, which is what Master Li indicated as to be the stage, the last stage. It's called total disappearance to nothingness. Okay. So Master Li says the universe has 4 stages: formation, stasis, decay, and extinction. Just like human body has birth, aging, sickness, and death. And then Master Li explains that what the human death usually is only the physical body die, but the spirit doesn't die. You know, the spirit actually will live on and reincarnate to take on a new body and live on and go through the cycles of birth and aging, sickness and death, right? But then Master Li says, but the universe, when the universe, and also this kind of like birth, aging, sickness, and death, in terms of death, even the gods also die. But they just take a long time. Their life is much longer than human being. And the God also die. But the way that God die has no pain. And they are clear-minded and know the entire process of death, like changing clothes, you know? Master Li, for the first time, revealed a top heaven secret about death of gods and how it is like for God to die and live, and the God's life cycle. For the first time, no human being ever learned that part. No spiritual teaching ever revealed that part of the heaven secret, but Master Li for the first time talks about God's life cycles. Correct? Yeah. Then Master Li says that, however, if the universe that's going to reach to the last stage, then there will be no more human beings, birth, aging, sickness, death, and reincarnation anymore. Even gods will also be eliminated, extincted. The whole universe will totally disappear into nothingness, which means all beings in the universe is going to disappear into nothingness when the whole universe reaches to the end of it. So we're not living, and then Master Li says, we are living at this moment of the last stage of extinction of the universe. This is serious now. Okay? So this is the top secret. This is the top heaven secret. Nobody ever can talk about like that. The universe itself will go extinct. And we are living at the end moment of the extinction. We're not talking about the end moment of the beginning of extinction. We are living at the end moment of extinction of the universe. This is serious. Okay. Then you will ask the question, what do you mean? Are we living just like normal? I don't see any extinction here on the earth. Are we part of the universe? If the universe is already at the end stage of extinction, What are you talking about? Our human society is all normal. We don't see distinction here. Correct? Then Master Lee talks about human world, position, and the relationship with the universe. Human world is not a part of the universe. Nobody knew that. I think you probably didn't recognize that either when you first read the article. But Master Lee clearly stated that human world is not part of the universe. That's why I said Mr. Low, who claimed that he studied the Bible and recognized Master Lee to be the Messiah, is just making wild statement and craziness. He said that nobody has spoken the structure of the universe better than Master Lee. Master Lee didn't talk about the structure of the universe at all. As a matter of fact, the human world is not even part of the universe. Master Lee stated very clearly in the article. Master Lee says the universe goes through this cycle of formation, stasis, decay, and degenerate and extinction. The Creator loves the gods and the beautiful lives of creation and the good lives in the universe. Although the universe is going to be extinct and that there's nothing to stop it because it's a law, the pattern, the fundamental law of the universe is going to be gone. But the Creator loves the creation of the lives, not the structure of the universe. It's the lives in the universe that the Creator wants to save. Yeah? So when the Creator sees that the universe is going to go through this whole thing and come to the very end of it, Creator starts to make a plan to save the beautiful lives in the universe. So at the beginning, in the article says, at the beginning stage of when the universe entered the stage of decay, right? The Creator instructed the gods to create a human being. Okay? Creator instructed the gods to create human beings according to their own image. You see? Gods, not a god. So there are several gods who shoulder the responsibility to create different human races according to their own image, right? Dark skin, black, white, and yellow, right? That's what the article says, right? And then Master Lee says that the creation of the human body actually is outside of the 法界, outside of the 法界. 法 means law, 界 means realm. I use Google Translate to translate 法界. It basically translates into the Dharma realm. Basically means law realm. Okay, basically means the real universe. The real universe. And the heavenly kingdoms in the universe, right? Human beings are created outside of it. Outside of the 法界. And so it was specifically created outside of the normal structure of the universe. At the lowest level of the universe, where it's supposed to be the universe garbage dump, right? Master Lee says. At the lowest place of the universe, basically it's a universe garbage dump. So it's definitely outside of the universe. It's that universe, all the garbage dumps out, and then put in a place which is the lowest place. at that place, at the garbage dump, use the garbage molecule, atoms. Those are the soil. Those are the soil, right? 泥土. Use the soil to make the human body. The dirtiest, the lowest, the most low energy particles to create the human body. That is the truth, and nobody ever talk about that. No spiritual teachings throughout the human history ever talks about that. We thought that we human being is the number one in the universe. Do you know what I mean? We're not even in the universe. We are created in the garbage dump of the universe. That is serious. This is serious, okay? Facing me. when you are recording, this is important because we try to let people know about it, right? But I know you are thinking about it, you know. Okay, so then why? Here is why, right? Again, the question is then Master Lee asked the question, why? The creator asked the gods to create something called a human being using the garbage dump material to create a life that's in the God's image. This is serious. Okay, you are the glorious God, right? Why use garbage to make an image that's your image? This is really strange. This is very, very strange. Don't you think so? That doesn't make sense almost, right? According to human thinking. Come on, you know, if you are a great God, if you want to make an art of something, if you are actually making art in the shape of your own shape, you definitely need to use the most beautiful material to make your shape. You cannot use garbage to make your shape. This is really strange, correct? So this is all very serious questions that normal mind should ask the question. Why this is the case, you know? But the Falun Dafa practitioners already know the answer because we studied Master Lee's teaching for many, many years. We already were given answers to these questions through the many, many books that I told you listed on Falun Dafa website. I know the answer. Why actually, you know, human beings are, you know, made in the lowest place of the universe garbage dump, and why it is made in the shape of gods. All the answers Master Lee already have given to the Falun Dafa practitioners through the many teachings that Master Lee has given since 1992. And the world people, they wouldn't know it right away. And that requires the Falun Dafa practitioners, the assistant teachers, to do the important work. I think Master Lee is hoping that the practitioners who know the answers, understand the answers Master Lee already given, will be able to play that role to make things clear to the world people. So I will gradually do that. You know, when you ask those questions, I will gradually make it clear, okay? Based upon my understandings of Master Lee's teachings throughout the past 23 years, okay? But there is profound reason to do that. In this article, Master Lee also very quickly summarized the reason for it. Master Lee says, yeah, why, you know, human beings are placed in such a low position, right? In this place. Master Lee said it is because only in this lowest realm, there will be sufferings. Only sufferings can clean up the dirt, can wash away the karma. Master Lee gave that fundamental truth. Okay. And but there are more detailed truths that needs to be explained. But Master Lee gave the fundamental truth is that in every regard, in order to save lives in the old universe that's going to be extincted, disappear, in order to save the lives in the old universe and suffering in the human realm is a mechanism of salvation. That is a very important truth. Our Creator has wisdom about how to save the precious lives that our Creator created with the wisdom. Our Creator also has the wisdom to bring these lives who are no longer good to still save them. Right? So you see in the article, our Master Li says that why life is going to be destroyed? Because life has gone bad. Because life is no longer pure as when it was first formed, right? In the teaching, remember that? Master Li said, when the life already no longer good and not pure as before, then that's why the life needs to be destroyed. But if the lives can be washed clean and be purified, then that life do not need to be destroyed, correct? So Master Li is saying that the old universe is going to disappear, but the Creator loves the lives in the old universe and want to give the lives in the old universe a chance to be repurified. And the mechanism to do so is to create a phenomenon called human beings. And then Master Li said, in order to save the lives, the Creator asked the lords and the kings of the universe to come down to become human. When they become human, then they will suffer. When they suffer, then they will be purified. Is that true? That's what Master Li is delivering, a top heaven secret about salvation of lives in the universe. That's the Creator's wisdom. The Creator has wisdom to wash clean the lives who are no longer good and pure as when the lives were first made. Only through human beings, only through becoming human beings, then they will be pure again. Then they will be able to rise again. But then, when they rise, the old universe is gone. Master Li says that the Creator, while asking the gods to prepare this system of purification, already generating a new universe. That's also written in the article. The Creator made the old universe. The old universe is made according to the law of the old universe, which is formation, stasis, decay, and extinction. It's not going to be changed. It's going to be extincted. That was the old universe design. But the Creator loves the creation in the old universe of the lives. Beautiful, beautiful lives. The Creator says, I'm going to save those lives when the old universe is going to be destroyed, extincted. I'm going to make a new universe. I'm going to save the old universe precious lives and deliver them into the new universe. That's a top secret. Nobody ever says that. Correct? So, how to save the lives and deliver to the new universe? Human beings. That's the phenomenon. That's the top secret of why are there human beings. It is a system that's designed by our Creator for the purpose of saving lives of the old universe and deliver into the new universe. Correct? Now, how? It is in the book of 转法论. Cultivation practice. Cultivate following the law of the universe. Then the old universe lives can be renewed and washed clean, and then can enter into the new universe. That's the way of Falun Dafa. That's the cultivation way of Falun Dafa. Yeah. So those are the very, very important messages that I think this teaching, revealed. Isn't that top heaven secrets? It is in every regard. And then about the human world, talks about if God created human, and then first create the earth, right? And then create a place called the three realms. Why? Because earth cannot exist independently without a system to support it. So that's why, there is a structure called the three realms, which contains 33 layers, planes of heavens. 33 planes of heavens, and has three main domains called the desire realm, and the Se realm, and the Wu Se realm. Each realm has 10 layers of heaven, sky. Altogether, it's 33 layers of heaven, right? So that is, for the first time, Master Li revealed a structure that human exists. And human life recycles. That's what the reincarnation is all about. Reincarnation, we're talking about reincarnation as human spirit recycles again within the three realms. All lives in the three realms subjected to the law of reincarnation. Okay. So in this way, you see, you're starting to be, clear in your mind about universe. The lowest level of universe, the garbage dump, the three realms in the garbage dump, and the human spirit recycles within the three realms, only waiting until our Creator comes to help the lives in the three realms to be saved. So right now we are living at this moment, and the truth is being delivered to mankind. Do you know what I mean? Overall, I think, this is like the beginning. I think it's the beginning of many, many lectures that Master Li is going to give to all mankind. This is my understanding. We are only receiving the first lecture right now, but the entire mankind is going to be taught and will receive the truth regarding, the ultimate salvation, the mechanisms, and how mankind can be saved. Because our Creator treasures the lives. And as a matter of fact, the human body right now is being occupied by gods, by kings and the lords of the universe that came to the human world and be in the human body and going through the process of being purified. I want to make this final statement. You see, lotus flower. Lotus flower. Lotus flower, the seed is in the mud. Okay. Human world is like the mud, the desire realm. Remember, the teaching says the three realm has three domains. The desire realm is where human beings are living, right? Above that is Se realm, and then above that is Wu Se realm. These three realms, my understanding is like this. Lotus seed is like the gods and the kings of the universe spirit, buried in the muddiness in the human world. Then our Creator has this mechanism for the human spirit to, through cultivation, go beyond humanness and start to rise into the next realm, which is water. The water, right? And then the last top basically is the air, right? The air, you know. So there are 3 realms. The lotus seed, bud in the muddiness of the human world. Without the human world, lotus flower cannot live. So I think the lotus is a great symbol of spiritual purification. From muddiness, rise beyond, eventually blossom under the sunlight, right? So it's about the human spirits. You know, this is true evolution. The true evolution is the human spirit buried in the muddiness of the human world, and then the very fundamental purpose is to go beyond the human world and eventually turn into a beautiful lotus flower. That's called a cultivation practice. Right? Okay. All right.